Hello and welcome to week 9, day 2 of calling motivated sellers live. Apologize. And today we are going to continue to call our motivated sellers. Either we're going to make cold calls, we're going to make follow-up calls, and we're going to just do, back and forth, calling multiple lists, FISBOs, absentees, foreclosures. So I want to thank you for being here. We have been doing this now for 9 weeks. We have gotten a ton of motivated sellers. We are getting right now on average about 2 or 3 contracts a week, which then go to our acquisition side, sending the contracts. Sometimes I'm writing contracts. Sometimes, somebody else is doing them, depending on where the deal is, etc. We're getting people out there to look at properties. Last night, I was talking to, I don't know if you guys remember from week 3, I believe, or 2, where that whole week, we were calling and we were getting no answers. And all of a sudden, this lady, Lean, who said she was looking for a rich husband or boyfriend to help her out because she's going through foreclosure. I was on the phone with her at midnight last night, and she was telling me, all of that's going on in her life, etc. I feel really bad. She was sending me documentation from the bankruptcy attorney, from the foreclosure or real estate attorney. She was sending me documents. Somebody gave her or talked her into refinancing her house, and that turned out to be bad, and they're trying to foreclose. But then the attorney went on and figured out that they had done this to a lot of people, etc. She just wants out. She doesn't want to keep dealing with this. She's got a daughter who is an adult, but she's got a lot of handicaps. So she's really busy taking care of her daughter. So this is the last thing in the world that she needs to be dealing with. And so I got the documents from her last night. And so I was doing all of that last night. Unfortunately, I wish I could put my entire life and all the phone calls and everything on here, but I do my best. So I try to just update you guys on the deals that we've talked to. But she's just one example. We have other people. I don't know if you guys remember Sarah. She was from probably week 2 or even week 1. I've been trying to call her and get a hold of her. She was out on probation. She was arrested because of battery that she did on her husband. I'm not here to judge anybody, so I don't pass judgment on anybody. We shouldn't do that. But it looks like she's back in jail. I found her. I've been very, very diligent trying to figure out where she's at. Been calling her and she's not picking up. And she's she's missing in action. So what I did, I went and I looked at the Volusia County in Florida arrest records, and it looks like she violated her parole or bond. I'm not sure the right terminology, but she's back in jail to, long story short. So what I'm going to do with her is I'm going to go to Florida sometime here in the next couple of weeks. And what I'm going to do personally, I'm going to go and visit her in jail. And what she needs right now, she doesn't have any family members or anything. She's alone in this world, doesn't have children or anything like that. And so what she was telling me is she was afraid that she was going to go back into jail, and her house is just going to sit there, and she's not going to be able to pay the property taxes or anything like that. Her roof was leaking, all of that jazz. So, so I'm gonna, when I spoke to her, she sounded like I was the only person that was willing to help her. And so I'm gonna go pay her a visit in jail and then make her a deal, which is, hey, I'm gonna try to get you out of here. I'm gonna hire you an attorney, and we are going to get this done, get you out of here as soon as possible. And here are some documents that you can sign. The only way I could do this is if I buy your house. I'm going to give you a fair price for your house, going to get you out of jail. And then I'm going to put a little bit of money in your pocket so you can go on to the next thing. And you guys heard that phone call that I made with her, I had with her. So you can go back and reference that call. So that's what we're doing. That's a little bit of an update, and all that stuff happens in the background. And you guys hear the calls a lot of times. We sit through these phone calls, and nobody's picking up the phone, but then they call me back. And so since I can't, have a camera ready every time they call me back, I try to update you guys as to what's been going on. So long story short, these calls work. If we work them, I'm on the phone. I get my updates on my iPhones, and both of the ones that I have, and the apps, I get those reports every Sunday. The apps that I use the most is the phone apps, because I'm on the phone all the time, and I average maybe about 6-7 hours a day on my phone. And so that is a lot of work. We're going through these sellers and stuff. So if you haven't done so yet, subscribe. If this is helping you, if you're pretty much looking into the business here, and subscribe and hit the notification bell. You can always fast forward these videos to the next call or whatever, but try not to do that. Try just, instead of doing that, just have the videos playing in the background as you make your phone calls, because that's really going to help you. I want you to pretend that you are in the office with me and we are working together, and you can hear my calls. I wish I could hear yours, but one way to solve that is contact me if you want me to work together and collaborate. We can do that. That is no issue with me. A lot of people do contact me. I'm on Facebook as well. I am, they contact me through my website. They contact me, just because we network and so forth. And people ask me, like one of my friends, he's a mortgage broker. We met on one of these videos. He texted me last night, and he said, "Hey, do you have any investors who are looking for any multifamily properties? One of my clients has a property, and he's in a desperate situation, and he will give a discount to anybody who wants to buy it." And I said, "Absolutely. He sounds like a distressed seller." And he says, "Yeah, he is." And so that's a distressed situation. That's what we do. So I send that to my network. So all we're doing here is we're networking and we're putting deals together, and I'm giving you guys access to, if you haven't done a deal in the past, and you're looking for your first deal, the first thing you got to do is you have to build a machine. You have to build a network of people that you work with. So go ahead and hit the subscribe and the like button and comment below. Send me an email, hit me up on my website, and let's network. That's the first step you got to do. Real estate is a team sport. You will never do your first deal if you don't have your team. So if you go play basketball, I'm not that tall, but that's my favorite sport. If I go play basketball, and my opponent has a full team, five players, and I can't play if I don't have a team. Well, guess what? Everybody in this game already has a team. And if you're going to be playing in this game of real estate, you have to have a team, because they have their team. So the first thing you got to do is build a team. And my team is here ready for you to utilize. And we can just plug you in, anything from marketing, making calls, getting deals, getting buyers, and all of that stuff is already here in place. title companies, research, comps, all that stuff. That's why I put this together. So that's a quick update so you guys know where we are with everything. And I want you guys to reach out to me and let's bring you into our team, or I can help you build your team. But one of the questions that I'll be answering in every single video is the question, what do I do? People want to know what I do. If I'm a wholesaler, I'm not a wholesaler. I was a wholesaler before. People want to know if I am a flipper. I'm not a flipper. I was one before. People want to know if I am a realtor. I'm not a realtor. I'm not licensed in any state. I've never been licensed. I never really wanted to do that. But I work for a lot of people. I work for a lot of wholesalers. I work for a lot of flippers. I work for a lot of realtors. But my primary focus is I help regular people with regular retirement accounts buy their first property in their retirement account or start investing in real estate. I don't know if you know this, but if you have a retirement account, like what I was in the Navy, they gave us a TSP account, retirement account in the military. So you may have one from your job that you've been at for a while now. That is a business. A lot of you guys aren't aware that your retirement account is a business. You already have a business. A lot of people there are trying to figure out how to start a new business, how they can go into real estate. Maybe they choose that as their business, but you already have a business because you own and you have a retirement account. A lot of self-employed people, they need to get like a SEP, something like that, solo 401k, something to that effect. And that is a business, even though they own a business, but they don't have one of those retirement accounts. That is your first and biggest business that you can have, because that allows you, gives you the ability to go and acquire assets. In this channel, I show you how we acquire assets. We play pretty much both games, the Monopoly game, and we play the cash flow game by Robert Kiyosaki. We play that in real life. And this channel is all about showing you how you can do the same thing. And with your retirement account, you have already started. You just need to, it's kind of like you bought the game, but it's sitting right there in a shelf. And what you want to do is you want to start buying stuff and adding stuff into your retirement account so you can blow it up and you can grow it really fast. They limit you pretty much your contributions into your retirement account. You can't contribute, but you can make sound investments that grow your retirement account. So you start there, and this channel helps you build both sides. So you have to have your investment side and build that machine, and then you have to have your client side, and that is a machine as well. So you need clients, or you need leads, deals, or something to that effect. So you always need leads. So build your lead machine, and then build your asset machine. I apologize there. So you're building two machines. One is an asset machine, and the other one is a lead machine. And sometimes if you focus that just in real estate, those two machines build your asset column. Okay, so that's what we do in this channel, and I want to thank you for listening. These introductions are very, very good, so I encourage you to listen to the introductions, etc., and then get to work. Pull out your notepad, as I have mine here, and pull out your pen. I got mine right here, and let's get to work. We got our phone. You know, we're gonna make a ton of phone calls, and so let's get to work. So again, pull out your list and let's start making some phone calls right now. So here we go. Anlene, the lady in pre-foreclosure just sent me all of her documents for pre-foreclosure, and she sent me all her personal information. She is very motivated to sell. That's a really good gauge. She just texted me. So a really good gauge for you guys to know is if somebody like brings all the documentation and stuff, they're motivated. They're motivated. Okay, so let's go on to the first call here. So let me just update her latest text here. There she is. Appointment. And by the way, I sent somebody to go look at the house and stuff, and went well. Spoke to her late last night. She has been sending me all of her personal documents, bankruptcy, foreclosure, etc. And by the way, you know what she said last night? I was talking to her. She says, "Hey, I spoke to my attorney about you." And I said, "Oh, really? What did he say?" "He said not to trust you. He said not to talk to you anymore." And I'm like, "Oh, why doesn't he like me?" He says he doesn't like anybody. He said that I shouldn't trust anybody. And I said, "And what did you say?" And she goes, yeah, I will. I will listen to you, Mr. Attorney, but I really like this guy. And I said, "Oh, I appreciate that, Lean. No, I really like you, man. You are you sound like you're a really nice guy and very trustworthy." That means the world to me, you guys. That really means the world to me. It's so cool how she said that. That's fantastic feedback, you know. So I wish you guys would have listened to that call. Yeah, so the next thing for her is we are going to send her a contract here and entering into negotiations here. So yeah, we are good to go. So now let's go into the leads that we haven't touched. So on my CRM, everything is separated based on kind of like in school, everybody's in a different grade, right? So I put all my leads in different grades, right? Different stages. So in school, everybody's in first grade, second grade. That's a stage, and we separate people like that in school. And I'm not going to get into that's good or bad, but some people, you know, shouldn't be in certain places. But that's the extent of what I'll say. But we do the same thing with the leads. Everybody that's in first grade is in my untouched deals, people I haven't called, and I need to. Okay, and so I don't want to see anybody in first grade. Everybody needs to move up to second grade right away. So right now I got some leads here that my ISAs and I'm an ISA, you know, but I work for passive IRA investors. I send them deals. Those are my buyers. I find them really good cash flowing properties. And that's pretty much who I work for. Sometimes they hire me. Sometimes I just send them deals. And that's my network. So hopefully you are watching this because you are interested in turning your IRA into a business. And so I am here to help you do just that. And I'm here to get properties. So all the properties that I have here, you can contact me and we can put them into your IRA and they can grow your IRA account and you keep those properties forever. So as far as the next stage is when it goes into the next stage, it is probably somebody that I called, but I couldn't get a hold of them. Okay, but they're still untouched. So they're in second grade, right? My second stage. They were put there because I attempted to contact them and they didn't pick up. They didn't reply to my text messages. So they're all on there. And eventually people will come out of there they'll come out of that stage, and they go into a third stage, which is, you know, maybe scheduling an appointment, maybe something like that. But those first stages are the most important stages. So we work on those every single day. We don't want those to pile up. It's like unread emails in your inbox. If they're important, right? You don't want to have a bunch of things unattended. So those are the most important stages. So this is Mr. Joe I'm about to call. He is in that stage because I haven't spoken to him. And so I say all of that so you stay organized. This channel is mainly staying organized and keeping these deals coming in all the time and getting those contracts, okay? So first thing we do, let's figure out the ARV. Zillow here has it at 531. ARV stands for after repair value. Zillow has it at 531K. Redfin has it at 755K, and Realtor has it at 398K. We are all over the place. So I don't know what my ARV is. So I'm going to take an extra step here, and I'm going to go and figure out what Privy says, because this is, I think, a little bit more accurate. Let me see here, because Privy allows you to see what other wholesalers and flippers are doing in the area. So let's see here. Well, Privy has no estimate at all. All I know is that he sold it for 200, or he bought it for 216,000. So that at least gives me an idea. He bought it not too long ago. He bought it 2 months ago. So this is not a good lead. He just bought it. But again, I always say we follow up with everybody because we never know who we are networking with. When you make phone calls, our goal is, as we build this machine that spits out deals and stuff and cash flow, and we're always looking for assets. For example, this one, when we call, we're looking for two things. We're looking for deals, you know, and we're looking for buyers, and we're looking for coaches, you know, because these people are very smart. There's a lot of smart people out there that do real estate. So we're always looking for deals and dollars. We need deals, and we need buyers, or we need lenders, or we need partners, or something like that. Okay, so that's what we're looking for most of the time. Let's see here. Let me copy this and just paste it right up here. Just updating my CRM notes here so I don't have to research this again. He just bought it. Not a good lead, but I am calling anyway. Okay. And I think, go to Zillow real quick. Yeah, I don't think there's a house on there. Zillow says there is, so maybe there is a house. Realtor.com. It says there is. It's 40 acres, single family home. I wonder why he wants to sell. Let's see what the notes say. Annapolis, okay. There's a small house on it, and it's in poor condition. Wants to sell ASAP. He just really wants to sell it. Poor condition, call him back, okay. Well, let's see why he wants to sell. Maybe it was a bad investment. We never know unless we call. And like I said, I don't want to call this. It looks to me like a waste of time. And I don't want to waste my time or yours, right? But we always call. We call every single lead. The goal here is to generate conversations, not to pick and choose, right? or cherry pick, as people say. We don't cherry pick. If there's willingness to sell, we're having that conversation. We're calling them, period. End of story. Hey, Joe. It's Ben. I always do that because it sounds like we're friends. It's a technique. I mean, believe me, it works for me. But maybe you have your own. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to show you what I do. And I'm sure you can do it much better than me. All of you guys watching, you will be able to do this much better than I can. I guarantee you that. Guarantee that's like I can bet you 1,000% you can do this job much better than I can. Now, whether you want to or not, that's a whole different story. Because if you want me to do this while you sit back and enjoy your IRA returns, that's a whole different story. I have to do the work. I'm not afraid of working.
Good morning, Joe White's office.
Yes, I wanted to speak to Mr. Joe. He was expecting my call. I'm calling him back about his property he's trying to sell.
Okay, so he's on the other line right now, but I can send him a message and have him call you. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Ben.
And will he tell you by your first name, or do you want to provide your last name?
No. Tell him that he spoke to Alex, and Alex said that I would be calling. He'll remember Alex. The number is 9. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So this is his office number. Okay. This is his office number. We need to get his direct number. I don't know how Alex got past the receptionist there. She will pass message. Okay. So with this one as an example, I'm going to put him. I am not that interested, but like I said, we need to have the conversations anyway. I will put him on a discovery call here. Needs further follow-up. Let's put him on that one. Okay, next. So that's the end of it. You know, we move on to the next one here. So let's figure out the ARV. ARV here, Zillow has it at 1 million, 1.083. Then Redfin has it at 1.047. Then Realtor.com has it at 776. Okay, so this is California. So California prices. So I would say right off the bat there, my take is we should be at 800,000 or less, hopefully. So let's see. The notes say property is in good condition, needs some minor repairs. You can sell it in January. He sold his other property and wants to liquidate his remaining portfolio. He's ready to get out of the business because he's retired. He's asking for 1.4, but is planning to get the property listed on the market. If anything, we can refer this to a realtor partner. He's in the middle of selling his commercial property right now. He got 5 offers pending. Okay. Let's see. Let me take a look at the house real quick. Yeah, it's a nice property here, nice house. 4,000 rent, 6,000 payment. So hopefully his payment is below 4,000. Let's see if we can do a sub-2 deal here. All right. Hopefully you guys are on the phones too. Make your phone calls. Or you can take me to the gym. Hey Jeff, it's Ben. I don't think he's gonna pick up.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 7074. Not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Okay, I waited, to hear the voicemail, see if his mailbox was full. It's not. So texted, called, no answer. We'll try later. Okay. That's the way that it rolls. That's my job. You guys don't have to do that, but you're looking at this video, you're looking for cold calling, but that's how you do it. So okay, called him. So now we move him into a attempted contact, and okay, we'll move on to the next one here. Okay, so Zillow 932, Redfin 904, realtor.com 735. So I would say the ARV here should be around 800. So let's see the notes. Property is in good shape. No repairs needed. He's not in a rush to sell. It's an investment property. He wants $1 million. It's currently rented for $500 a month. There's no way. Okay. Okay, well, let's let me check out the house real quick. Oh, there's no pictures on here. On Zillow, let me check out Realtor, no pictures there. It must be like, oh, there's a picture on Redfin. Oh yeah, it's a big house. Okay. This home sold for $519 back in 08. Okay, so let's give him a call. So first, we're going to text again. Text. Shin. What's his name? It's Ben. I capitalize his name, and I don't capitalize my name. Just so it makes it look like it's not professional, but I want to capitalize his name so that you can see that I paid attention to that.
Please leave your message for 925.
Straight to voicemail. Okay. Okay, texted, called, straight to voicemail. We'll try later. Okay. So he goes from first grade to second grade, attempted contact. We don't want anyone on first and second grade or second grade. Okay, Scott, John, Scott. Okay, Zillow 850, Redfin 757, Realtor 806. So the ARV here should be around, I would say, 810, 810, something like that. You could do these exact, I just eyeball it because I don't want to take the time to unless I speak to him. So let's see what's going on here. Repairs, no repairs are needed. How soon he wants to sell in the next month and a half. Why do you want to sell? He got cancer. Oh man, ooh. My mom died of cancer. That hits home with me. Oh, I hate cancer. I hate cancer. Ah, well, I hope I can get through this call. Okay. Wants to sell for a minimum of 1.1 million. Is the appraisal on the property? Okay. All right. John. I hate cancer, you guys. I hate that. Both my parents died of cancer. My mom first, and then my dad. You know, it was horrible. My dad died while I was deployed. So that was my service to the United States of America. I couldn't attend his funeral. It's a long story, but that really hits home. I'll be right back. Sorry, I just had to take a minute there because, like I said, my parents both died of cancer, and other people around me. So cancer is a killer, and I hate it. So I'm going to call this gentleman here, and hopefully, you know, I've been you know, I've had experience with loss because of cancer. So I hope to be able to bring at least some comfort to him. Hopefully he likes me. So I want to help him. Let's see how we can do this. In the meantime, Lean keeps sending me documents to buy her property. So that's good news. Just got a bunch of text messages from her. Okay, so John is his name. Let me see what his property really fast is worth on the MLS here. Privy. It's off market. Oh, the confidence here is really big here. But max it's worth, it's 892. Confidence 5. Okay. So let me call him now. Hey John, it's Ben. Okay, so let's call him up. Pray for me.
Hello.
Hey, good morning, John. How's it going? This is Ben.
Ben from where?
Ben from Texas. Alex said I would be calling you. I'm originally from Texas, but you know, in California right now. How's it going? How you doing? Do you remember speaking to Alex?
No.
Oh, okay. You guys spoke about 4 days ago about your property on Vintage Court, and she said that I'd be calling. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, well, I wanted to first of all just connect with you so you know who I am. My name is Ben. I was in the Navy for a while, and I'm interested in purchasing your house. So I wanted to see how we can do that. I did a little bit of due diligence here to try to see what how we can move forward. And she mentioned that you have an appraisal for 1.1 million.
Yes, I do. I got two of them.
2 appraisals. Okay.
1.175
Okay.
and 1.1.
And 1.1. Okay. When was the last appraisal done?
About 4 months ago.
4 months ago. Okay. All right. And that's the 1.1?
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. No problem. When we move forward, and you don't have to do this today or, just whenever you have time, if you wouldn't mind, if I could see that appraisal, I would appreciate that if you're comfortable with that.
Yeah, well, I'm not decided on selling my house yet, so
Do you,
jumping the gun.
oh, I see. Do you live in it?
Yeah.
Oh, got you. I understand. Okay, no problem. Let me ask you. And this might be a little bit too personal, but it sort of hit me when I read on the notes that Alex said that you have cancer, and it kind of hit me because both my parents died because they had cancer, and it's like, man,
Right.
I hate that sickness, and wanted to just more or less connect with you.
Right. Well, my last test scan was no cancer found, so let's keep it that way for a while.
Oh, well, that's great. They didn't find it. Okay.
After recovery.
Oh, well, that makes me very happy. I know we don't know one another, but that makes me very happy because, when my mom passed away first, she passed away in 2002, and we had no idea that she had cancer, but she had lung cancer. She never smoked, so I don't even know how she got it. And then my dad, I was deployed. I was in the Navy. This is in 2013. I get a call from the Red Cross. I was in the Middle East, and it was very hard to get a hold of us back there. But they said, hey, the Red Cross is saying that your dad has 2 weeks to live. And I'm like, oh my gosh, and so I tried calling. I couldn't call. There was no way for us to call. But I managed to long story short, he died before I was even able to talk to somebody to let me go and see him. So I wasn't able to talk to him. I wasn't able to even go to his funeral. So it was quite the the traumatizing experience. Say again?
Yeah, that makes it pretty rough, for sure.
Oh yeah, it was horrible. It's been it's gonna be 10 years next year, and I'm still not over it. It's it was awful, simply because I call it as my gift to the United States, because I was serving, and I wasn't able to be there for my dad, because I was gone. So it's still traumatizing. It still hurts, so anytime I hear that somebody's got cancer, and I'm so glad to hear that they didn't find anything with you last time. So that makes me very happy. So just know that it really hits home with me.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. But about your house there, John, so you're thinking here in the next couple of months, you might be interested in selling?
I might be. You might test back with me.
Okay. Yeah. So let me check back with you, say in a couple of weeks, maybe something like that, and see where you are.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Well, you have yourself a good day. I appreciate you, John. Thank you so much.
All right. You too.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. It sounds awful because I'm giving him a story about me, but all that's doing is letting him know I told him who I am. It's like my resume, and that is my resume to you guys as well, because everything I said is true. So we are all real people with real problems living in a real world. So it's nothing new. You probably have family members, your story is probably you've overcome probably a lot worse things than me. So I never assume that my story is unique, or my story is like better than somebody else's story. It's people go through stuff, and we are here to help one another, and so that's what we do, and we try to do that. So let me make some notes here. So, oh yeah, sorry, I try to tell you guys what I'm writing, so let me rewrite it here. Pretty much just connected with him, comma, he said that I'm jumping the gun because he's not really ready quite yet to sell, period, but he is interested and asked me to give him a call in a few weeks, period. New paragraph. I did tell him my story, how both my parents died from cancer, comma, and how that impacted me while I was in the Navy, period. Okay, so connected with him. I will put him in a nurture campaign. It's like a 6-month nurture right here. So that way I'm prioritizing people. That's all this is designed to do. Okay, so with this one is in, let's go to Florida. This is in Florida. He wants 799. He wants to sell it so he can get a profit out of it. The Zillow is 564, Redfin 603, Realtor is 455. So let's see if we can turn him into a bank and see if we can get, he's putting the property in the market. He's currently painting the property. Okay. So he wants to sell it. So he's not just playing. Okay. Let's see if we can call him now. All right, we're going to send him a text message here. Okay. Now let's call him. I'm using a different phone number here.
call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
No answer. Okay, we'll try later. Texted, called, no answer. Okay, so I move him to this area. So we pretty much today, so that's the end of the untouched side here of the calls today. We've been on here for an hour or so, and we got one potential, but not quite. He's not quite ready, and that is the guy we just talked to, John. Yeah, pretty much everybody else was not didn't have any good conversations. Hopefully they'll return the phone calls. That's the job. You know, you guys want to be on the phones, making cold calls and so forth. That's how it rolls. So yeah, come back. I'm gonna take a little breather now. Gonna end this video. We're gonna go into the next video here in the next hour or so. So come back, and this is on a automatic playlist. So go ahead and play all the videos, you know, automatically, and hopefully this puts us in the same office so that you can make your calls as well. So like, subscribe, please. Really would help me out a lot. I really appreciate that. It is free content for you guys that I'm creating. So go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and tell me below, what did you think? What did you think of these how we're angling these phone calls? Do you have any tips for me? Do you have any suggestions? Or do you want to collaborate, like I was saying at the beginning of the video? If you want to collaborate, you're interested in some of these deals that you see me putting together here, give me a call. I strongly advise you to buy them in your IRA. Until next time, thank you for being here.